I'm Jay Chekharov. I'm the CEO of Allganize, and we're the company that provides the everyday AI work platform. What that means is that we work with CIOs and technology leaders at enterprise companies, more than 220 worldwide, to enable them to really deploy AI successfully across their functional teams. Everybody knows some of the pitfalls of AI. It can be expensive, it can be inaccurate, and it can pose challenges to project leaders as well. These are the challenges that we address. Specifically, there's a reason for all of these. If you think how large language models like GPT, like Gemini, like Anthropic, how these works, they are trained on a corpus of public knowledge. Anything that is outside of that initial training set is actually not something that the LLM can help with. This makes them very much less valuable to enterprises that have large data sets of internal knowledge that is spread across multiple systems, across multiple knowledge bases. It is very important in that situation to be able to effectively bring that knowledge into the LLM. Companies have tried to do this. Unfortunately, this can cost tens of millions of dollars. Gartner just came out with a report that said the average project costs anywhere between $2 to upwards of $20 million to deploy an LLM. Of course, if you're doing it yourself, you probably don't have the same expertise that OpenAI and Anthropic can pull on. As a result, the results are unfortunately also subpar. Net result, more than 90% of those in-house AI projects will not get future funding. That's a huge problem, and that's what Allganize does. With our RAG, or that's Retrieval Augmented Generation, we have a retriever that is the industry leading retriever. Not only is it more than twice as accurate as the Copilot retriever, it also works on enterprise grade data and data sizes. For example, we work with, in the manufacturing side, we have customers that use 7,000 page documents with machine specifications, complex tables, BOMs, everything that is required to make that business work. Our retriever is trained on this types of data. Complex data around benefits. Are you in network or out? Primary provider versus not. Primary beneficiary versus dependent. All of these things are usually embedded deep within a pretty complex table where the naive retrievers that come out of the box with most general vendors are struggling with. So our retriever is the step one, but it also needs the right data to work. For that, we have a complete middle layer that has out-of-the-box integrations with CRM, Salesforce, HubSpot, ERPs, SAP, Microsoft Dynamics, Oracle. It works with all the knowledge repository, everything from cloud storage like Google Drive and OneCloud to Confluence, SharePoint, and other systems as well. And of course, we integrate with the communication channels as well, because that's where a lot of knowledge is not only stored, but that's where you want to expose it as well. Emails between customers and customer support can hold answers, but also that's how customers may want to communicate. They may want to find answer or internal teams on Slack channels, on Microsoft Teams. So we are able to expose AI in all of these channels, and not only that, but for adoption, because people don't trust AI with all the news articles out there, we also have the ability to expose the specific citation and data source, and also highlight the specific passage that is relevant to answer the question. So if you look at these technologies, the last piece that remains, we've talked about accuracy, not just to begin with, but maintain accuracy throughout without without having to retrain the model on new data. We've talked about making sure that the users are on board. We've talked about how this reduces cost. The other thing that is important is security. A lot of businesses have proprietary data, IP that they want protected. They have sensitive customer and client information. We not only provide the retriever on SaaS version, we have the full stack in SaaS, but also it can be deployed on-premise or in a hybrid environment where your data remains behind your firewall, but you can still leverage some of the latest commercial models as well. Finally, we provide, again, the full platform that bridges the gap between the commercial LLMs and your functional users. Whether they're in HR, whether they're in customer support, sales, marketing, finance, tax, everything, we have the ability to pull in the relevant data, make sure that we ingest it successfully, and develop the point solutions on top of that without any code, and deploy it to the right answer, to the right users, so that they can at any time get the right answer to their questions based on the right data only as well. So that's us at Allganize. We work with more than 220 enterprise customers worldwide, and reach out to us. Thank you.